सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम् श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् साधन ललिता श्री विशाखा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्दम् श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्दम्।
ओम नमो
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्दम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर Sadasya Madhokti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai, Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki Jai, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gaur Gopinath Sam Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham ki Jai, Navadvip Dham ki Jai, Swamavita Bhaktivinoda ki Jai. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. All glories to the Assembled Lord. Thank you very much. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Okay, is that okay? Yeah. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome again to the first day of the European Prabhupadanuga Festival, hosted here in Germany, in Mainhausen, led by the wonderful Mathura Pati Prabhu and Govinda Prabhu and Advaita Prabhu, based here. 3 wonderful devotees and doing amazing preaching here. So if you ever feel like you're not sure where to go, what to do, just call Mathura Pati Prabhu, come here. They have a wonderful book distribution focus, wonderful temple, wonderful atmosphere. Really excellent. Wonderful example for us. So just a quick introduction to the next speaker today, who is the host for us, Mathura Pati Prabhu. And he will kick off after Prabhupada the festival, which the main theme for us at this stage of our association together is unity and cooperation. It seems to be the biggest problem we face. It's easy to find fault and not so easy to look over those faults. And as Janapriya Prabhu said this morning, that put aside all our things that we can't agree on, and just really the biggest thing, which is by far the biggest thing, Prabhupada, is Prabhupada and the preaching mission. We can all actually come together under that. So this wonderful topic of unity is going to be kicked off by Mathura Pati Prabhu. And just a little bit about his background. This is the first time I've known Mathura Pati for over 13 years, and this is the first time where we've had time to actually get to know each other. And what I've learned about him is super. What an incredible story. You know, he started his Krishna consciousness life when he was about 18, 17, 30? Oh, he looks so young. So as late as 30. But I tell you, the background he came from was a real uphill struggle, fully into all the illicit activities you can think of, and a lot of stuff that you can't even think about, drugs and illicit sex, the whole package there, you'll be kind of thing. And from that, he pulled himself out to surrender to Prabhupada and take up Prabhupada's mission in such a wonderful way that he's always been on, and up to now getting more and more focused on book distribution, bringing people to Prabhupada, teaching them, developing their relationship, strengthening their relationship with Prabhupada. And we can see here that the devotees around him and the congregation around him, they absolutely love him, absolutely attached to him and support him, whatever he's doing. So he's a great example for us in many ways. And I hope Jai, and also Advaita Prabhu ki Jai and Govinda Prabhu ki Jai. Really together they're a wonderful team and a wonderful example for us. And I hope Mathura Pati won't be too shy to talk about his glories and the glories of the devotees around him. Also, you know, We'd love to hear that. And that's what this is partly about. It's about getting to know each other and not just the gossip and hearsay that just flies around so easily on the internet. So by us now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 8 devotees here. And it's such a wonderful thing to actually have a chance and give yourself a chance to get to know each other personally. And you don't have to say, well, they're in Germany, I'm in Hawaii, or I'm in America. You can have a personal call. These days with the internet, it's really given us the possibility to call each other, video, and get to know each other. So on behalf of this team here, I really want to encourage people, if you have a problem with a devotee, shouldn't only be for that, but when you do, please don't go online, don't publicly say it to the whole world. Just pick up the phone, call them personally, get to know them, get to know the situation, what's happening, how can I help you, how can I support, instead of all this just smashing. Okay, on that, I'll hand over to Mathura Pati Prabhu. Please give us the next class, all about unity. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay, thank you for all the nice words. A little bit too much, maybe. For me. I get a red head like tomato, maybe. Okay, so our topic today, unity and cooperation. And at first we should, I want to thank that Srila Prabhupada came to this world and gave us the books and never forget his mission, instructed by his Guru Maharaj Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. So he followed 108%. So therefore we can sit here now. Therefore we can sit here now in so many countries, and we know minimum theoretically that we are not a body. And we can have such a nice relationship together with other devotees and all this, and we can get out of all this Maya. So by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I wanted to start this lecture, let's say, based on Prabhupada's letters. I have, so the time is like maximum 2 hours. So I try my best to go to some many letters of Prabhupada, and when I read them, I go more in detail what I in my realization, and so I hope it would be 2 hours enough. Let's see. Okay, unity and cooperation. The first point what came to my head, to my brain, was why we have so many problems to cooperate together. So we must also say that it must be some effect, some truth, that because we have not now have a physical Diksha Guru like Prabhupada. So if Prabhupada was here physically, something was going better like now. So this means because in ISKCON, they have, okay, even if they have some bogus gurus, but there is some physically person, and everyone respect him, and then they do mostly what he say. In our case, it's now like this, that, okay, our spiritual master is Srila Prabhupada, and it's perfect, and there's no need actually of a physical guru to give Diksha and Shiksha and so on. But we have some leaders, maybe in Europe we have some temples, okay, here we have a temple, and there's a temple president, and Prabhupada wanted that the temple presidents are actually his representatives also. So whoever is successful in some preaching work and can open a center and have books, and some devotees are, something is going on, there's also some leader, but mostly of us, they cannot accept and cooperate with him because it's not Prabhupada. So that is one of the main problems, so in my vision. So because it's true, I am not Prabhupada, And okay, we have some other temple, the Bliss Boys in UK. Okay, Guruji, Prabhu is also not Prabhupada, not on this level, and everyone of us international, they know it. We are not on Utamrikal or something else. But we should respect if someone is successful in some preaching, and if some other devotee, Prabhupadanuga, is sitting in maybe nearby or one country nearby and can give some manpower or something, why it's such a problem to go and surrender to this temple, even if it is not Prabhupada, if physically, but something is going on, some Sankirtan is going on. So that's the problem. So because everyone say, yeah, Prabhupada is my guru, I can accept. Yeah, good. But then they're sitting in some room on Facebook only and fighting each other. And because they don't want to take some leader in physical form, small preachers, not like Prabhupada, but even small preacher can do something, and if some other can do nothing, so why not help him? So that's the problem. What we want to go on now in this topic. And I must say, sorry for my English is not so perfect, but I hope everyone can understand me. If I need some help, yes, for some words, then someone can translate for me. So let's read the first Prabhupada letter, August 6th August 1970 to Upendra Prabhu. Now all my disciples must work combinedly and with cooperation to spread the Sankirtan movement. If you cannot work together, then my work is stopped up. Our society is like one big family, and our relationships should be based on love and trust. We must give up the fighting spirit and use our intelligence to push ahead. Ahead or ahead? Ahead. To push ahead. You should accept help from your God brothers. Now I have set up the governing body commission to handle management, questions of philosophy, and personal problems. These things are too much botheration for me. I simply want time to write books to satisfy my Guru Maharaj. If Bali Mardan Prabhu has gone to open still another temple, that is certainly good news. Kindly remain there and teach Upanandadas by nice example and work together with the devotees there. If we work hard for Krishna without personal consideration or ambition, then we are assured of success. Assured, huh? Assured of success. So this is the first letter. So we can see that Prabhupada, this is our spiritual master, he's calling us to see us each other as his big family. So in a big family, there is some, even the Muslim people, they have, I know many Muslim people, and there's some big brother, and the other brothers, they must follow the big brother. And there's some bigger brother, then they follow him. So we are all God brothers of Srila Prabhupada. He is our only Diksha Guru and main Shiksha Guru. So that means, okay, if someone is maybe more in knowledge or have more success in preaching, then we can see him also as a big brother of us. And if we cannot do at the moment, because we have many difficulties maybe to fight Maya in our own zone, comfortable zone, then we can ask for help our bigger brother. So because we are one family, why not? So and then this let's say, smaller brother, let's say, can come to the bigger brother and say, okay, maybe I need some start help or something, maybe even from other country. So then he can join the other party or temple or farm or whatever. And then he give manpower and little bit surrender, maybe 1-2 years. And even then, if he is ready, he can even go to his country and have more power to open a center, print books, and then he get the knowledge how to do it, maybe from these devotees who are doing it practically now. So and then later on, the other devotees can also help him with Sankirtan in his country or whatever, and go on the street and distribute the books in this language. And if some 1 or 2 new devotees are joining this temple, okay, then the other devotees can go back to their own country and do a job, and then the next center is there. So even in this example can be seen that there should be no problem to go to someone, elder brother, who is doing something. So if everyone is sitting on Facebook, okay, and fight each other and to defeat someone always with some Prabhupada quotes or something, I don't know. Sometimes maybe it's also okay. But as a full program, I don't know. There's something only sitting and defeating everyone. It must be maybe if there's some brahmachari not married, maybe he should get married. Maybe his sexual energy is frustrated or something. And because he's not in a real good ashram, maybe it is also our problem. Many devotees, they don't know, brahmachari, should I get married? No, I don't get married, but they are frustrated maybe. And then they fight each other on Facebook or somewhere. So if we are a big family, can you give me later on? And if we are, like Prabhupada said, a big family, so that we should take care of younger brothers, some elder brother nicely, and the others should maybe respect him as some elder brother and leader and give him help. So we need also so much help. Actually, we are only now, because one brahmachari is now blooped, he is not more there. So we are now full-time devotees, only 3. So at the moment, so congregation members, okay, there are more, so they help much with money and everything. But we have sometimes to struggle when we go to festivals. Every one of us feel the need of some 1, 2, even more devotees to help. So, but someone is sitting in this country doing, have some own problems, maybe with family or something, okay, sometimes cannot be changed. But some other, if even he is not entangled in some family, how this can be possible that he cannot join the temple, help the others? So this must be changed actually, and we should understand that Prabhupada, our father and spiritual master and greatest friend, same like Krishna, want that we should give up this fighting spirit. Otherwise, we cannot be successful, very slowly. So that means also in the end, Prabhupada say, if we work hard for Krishna without personal considerations or ambition, then we are assured of success. So that means, why is it also possible that someone maybe have some family outside, okay, why he give not enough donation for the preachers? So they have money for everything, because we can see this is because of personal consideration and ambition. He want to satisfy his woman, his children more on material platform, to give them nice ornaments, nice this and that, but to give the money out of his comfort zone for preaching or printing books, and they give some, okay, not everyone, I say, so many they give much, so €1,000, And some or other, Krishna help us. So Advaita Prabhu and Govinda Prabhu, they give so much money, more than 30,000 euro together. But even some other grihastas, I know, actually, they have more money, not calling names, but they gave 1,000 times less than Govinda Prabhu and Advaita. So this is the point. If someone sees Prabhupada's mission, the Sankirtan mission, like his soul and body, then it is very easy to help also with money, to give it out, and maybe less to the family or something, because this Sankirtan movement should be spread and should be bigger, and books must be there. So, but if someone is more in personal ambition, so then he thinks, oh, if I get my wife or woman or satisfied, and I get maybe nice and like this, and then I get maybe some nice emotions. I get some nice material emotion. My wife tell me, oh, you are so good. You have purchased me some gold ring, or you have spent me 2 weeks in Bali on the island, or in Miami or something, and then I have maybe nice some sexual intercourse or something. So that would be not Grihasta actually. This is a Grihamedi family, and because many are also Grihamedi families, they cannot help, because Grihamedi need own money for sense gratification. This means Grihamedi. Grihasta ashram means that one the Grihasta devotee, Prabhu, is actually also brahmachari. It means Grihasta brahmachari. It is taught in our Shastra. So what it means? That they can only do sexual intercourse fully, strictly, only to produce some nice Krishna conscious children. If someone is using this energy not only for producing nice spiritual children, then automatically all the energy goes always in the subtle and gross material body, and all the feelings for the Sankirtan mission, because the Sankirtan mission is Prabhupada's and Krishna's body, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body, they cannot fließen. No. They cannot flow, this energy cannot flow to Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan body, to open temple or print books and all this. So that's the problem. If someone is really strictly, completely strictly, whatever Prabhupada said, at first to follow the 4 rules and regulation, not to touch his genital for some other purpose as to produce some child, then minimum this gross energy of sexual energy cannot more flow to the door of the gross body. Okay, then the door is closed. So this means pratyahara. We discussed this for 2 days in Bhagavad Gita. It is said that this is also pratyahara in our Bhakti Yoga understanding. So then next problem can be, okay, if the door are closed for the material sense gratification on gross platform, then okay, this same energy is like a river, finds some other way and goes to the subtle body. And then we want to be big guru or big leader. And if we see us too much as some guru or something, then we can also not cooperate with others, because I am only the boss and I cannot hear something else, maybe even some good advice, how to make it better or something. So there, some other maybe are frustrated even on subtle level, and therefore many are so frustrated that they each fight like cats and dogs even. And why? Because cats and dogs they have only this sexual intercourse and how to eat and all this. So therefore they are fighting. So that's the proof that many of us internationally So we have some problems with to follow strictly Prabhupada. Otherwise, I cannot believe. If someone is absolutely only in this, the minimum to follow Prabhupada, 4 rules and regulation, every day read Krishna Katha, mornings and evening, and chant nicely 16 rounds with full attention. It's not possible that we have so much problem. It's absolute not problem. I would never believe it. So there must be some problem even in this basic things. Also with Grihastha, if they can do and follow this very strictly, then automatically this energy for sense gratification, sexual energy, cannot more flow in the material body, in the gross and in the subtle body too much. Okay, then automatically it must flow to the transcendental body of us and produce some spiritual emotions in form of if we help Prabhupada in this mission, in this Sankirtan mission, there must be some greater taste, higher taste. If someone have not higher taste, he give not money for something what he cannot feel some taste. Then he give money for a family and some other, let's say not nonsense. If a Krishna conscious family, it's not nonsense. But if not fully, then it's nonsense. The sense gratification give a grihamedi. So, but if he have feeling for this grihamedi more, okay, then he would spend all the money for his grihamedi family. But if there's some feeling for Prabhupada's mission and for Krishna, for reading Krishna Katha must be some nice taste. And to give money for this printing books or for to grow some temples or help other temples who can do it. And there must be some higher taste. If they have not higher taste, okay, therefore they spent it for some other things, personal ambition and consideration. So that's the point. This is a proof. Actually, this is a fact. So, but we cannot force someone in the same time. That's correct. So they must understand this point through own realization. We can also speak about now here a little bit and give a slap maybe or something, but we cannot force. Even Krishna don't do it. And you must do it or give money here, help or give manpower. You just say you can do or not. But like Krishna gave Arjuna, Arjuna was playing some ignorance man because of Yoga Maya energy. So otherwise would Bhagavad Gita not spoken. And then Krishna gave him completely knowledge about everything. Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Karma Yoga, whatever. And then in the end he said, okay, Sarvadhamma Parityaja, so give everything up, but he gave him the knowledge. Every one of us must be in full knowledge about everything, but mostly in the end, the last order, the final order of Bhagavad Gita is give everything up and follow me in this. So if some grihastas say, okay, no, I must do some karma yoga, Prabhupada say later on, I read it later also, it's nonsense. If some vanaprashta want to do some Sankhya yoga, it's also nonsense. So we should all do only pure bhakti yoga, and that means especially to spread this Sankirtan movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, our father and spiritual leader, greatest leader and master. So if they want that, then we should do it. If we cannot do it, then there is some problem that we cannot see the Sankirtan movement as our movement. It is our movement. Even on a platform of prema, we can say. So Prabhupada say always, we cannot say that even one item in this world, even not my car, even not my wife, even not my money, nothing is our. Nothing. It's even for a pure devotee, let's say, forbidden to think that something is mine. Otherwise, he cannot realize that everything is Krishna's. So, but we can think that Krishna is mine. That's correct. This is my Krishna. You can say, this is my Krishna. And I cannot say, no, it's my Krishna. No, but it is so correct. in this point of Prema Tattva, we should think Krishna is my Krishna. And this means what? This is my movement. This is my Sankirtan movement. If we don't feel like this, it's not possible to give so much energy in this. How much energy one family man can give to only maintain his family in Kali Yuga? My God. This was my fear always, to get married. But I know that's much more problem like the Sankirtan for in my, I know it for me. If someone don't know, okay, he can get married and then have later, after 20 years we speak. then we say, I could not pay so many bills. Oh my God. And then my children said, I need the new night shoes and something else. And my wife wanted this and that. And I must pay everything. And she said, what I have married? You, I want sex now with you want to follow some rules, or something like that. Okay, this problem I never wanted. Okay. So therefore, we should see this Sankirtan movement as my Krishna, my Prabhupada. And then if this feeling can come, then it is same, and we can take the same energy like to maintain our family. Some men, I know without name, they have 2 or 3 jobs in Kali Yuga. If they are not so good, rich or something, they have 2 or 3 jobs to maintain the family. So, but why they cannot do so much, give so much energy for the Sankirtan movement? This is our family, actually, the real family. And all wife and children should be included in this family. If some men have not come, okay, maybe he came to Krishna consciousness later on, okay, then he cannot include now so easily all the family members in the Sankirtan movement. Maybe they don't want it, but he must support actually the greater family, the Sankirtan movement. Otherwise, we can never please Prabhupada and wait that someday maybe we feel something, a spiritual emotion for something, even not to this service, we cannot feel something. Therefore, we can not give money or energy or manpower so much for this movement, because we have a lack of spiritual emotions, because we have not understood that this is our real family and eternal. So if we have our eternal family and don't maintain this family like our material family, then we have a lack of knowledge. What is the reality? The absolute reality. So many grihastas I know, some have much money, some have less money, and whatever. But if they give donation for printing books, and so many devotees around the world, they need books. It's so costly, everything, to even pay to have a farm or a house. But mostly in many countries in Europe, they are fully dependent even on job center. So social money also. In ISKCON also, I know. Some temples, they cannot even stay without this money. Why? Well, because the Grihasta, they don't give the money. So that's the point. In the Vedic time, Grihasta, the only purpose of Grihasta is to help the sannyasis and brahmacharis, because they cannot go to work. They should think around the clock how to spread this Krishna consciousness and to read the books. And if they cannot get the help with enough money, how we can see us as some spiritual family? So then the material bodies of our wife, girlfriend, or children, they can grow, yeah, nicely. But after some years, it's finished. But the body, the transcendental body of the Sankirtan mission, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, this is some of the eternal body, let's say. We can take it like this philosophically. So, and now the children in this world, they are suffering, especially in Europe, I don't know, maybe in other countries also, because now they all this rainbow stuff and this LGBT or whatever even now I heard from one of my friends, Erkan, as a Turkish boy, but a very good congregation member, nicely, also devotee. And his child is some, I don't know, 4, maybe not, 3 years, 2 years. And he said he was speaking with the leader of the kindergarten. And they say openly now they want to have a new a new study to how to grow children. So, and some of the leaders are even pedophiles, and they want to make an early sexualization with the children. Because if you, as parents, you want to stop it, then you are discriminator. You are a discriminator or Nazi or whatever. They can't even take your children. So it's our this is our responsibility that we should give for the future children of our congregation, in minimum now in our Prabhupadanuga congregation, to give the children a place, a gurukul, where they can grow nicely without this poison and pollution. So that means we need Varnashram Dham or farm communities where we can nicely care for the families. Otherwise, how they can even produce a family now? To produce in Germany a family, and if you have a child, then you must put your child in this so-called school of Putana and Kamsa in Hiranyakashipu. And then the goal should be that the children should be Krishna conscious. Then better stay brahmachari, I tell you. Don't produce any child. I'm not anti-family, exactly opposite. If you are pro-family, then never produce a family in this world. If you do it, you're stupid, completely dull, and a complete family hater. Because if you put your children in these schools, you destroy your own children only because you cannot control your sexual energy. You want to have sex, that's all. And not thinking further in the future how to grow these children later on. But now I have some nice sexual intercourse. It's nice. And then I put mostly from all Grihasta families I know, there's not one child, he is Krishna conscious really, after some years. Not one. So why to become Grihasta actually? If the goal of being Grihasta is only to have nice spiritual children. This is the goal. Otherwise, we are all same like cats and dogs. So why producing children? So we are in reality Kali Chela, follower of Kali, because we produce children by lust and then become these children later on, or by the school, or maybe we have not chanted 55 rounds before we produce these children. Maybe our wife is not fully Krishna conscious, but we cannot wait because we want to have sex. Oh, I cannot wait. Good. Better you go crazy as maybe 5 of your children later on, because you could not control your sexual energy. And later 3 of your children becomes fully polluted by this system and this school. So better you get crazy because you cannot have sex, or go to the toilet and make it with your hand or something. It's even better than to produce children in this world. But we can do it better if we follow this letter, what I have read. Do something together, come together, and create some farm communities, Gurukul, and then it's no problem. You can produce thousands of children. You can have sex so many times, so no problem. And then you can produce children even like cats and dogs, but not really, but so many, like rats and mouse. I say on one time they have 10 children, I say, or something. But yeah, useless, huh? So therefore, then if we have such a place for the children for the future, and it's no problem to use sexual energy and everything. This is completely transcendental. But now, how this can be possible? I know really. All devotees, what I now remember. In ISKCON, I was 10 years in ISKCON also. Now I remember this devotee. This they put the children later in the normal school, and later on they don't want it to do have to do something with Krishna consciousness later on. So that's not but we cannot work together. But everyone want to have his own field of control or something. Okay, then therefore they're making so-called families, Grihasta, not, but Grihamedi more. So if there's real Grihasta family, he immediately feel more together with his wife, oh, I must feed this body more like my body. This body is the Sankirtan body. It is the best for this world. Otherwise, if someone cannot do it, he have even not understood what Prabhupada gave us actually. How we are in Schulden. Debt. How we are in debt actually. So that someone cannot feel. Maybe he have not enough suffered in his life and then feel the release of Prabhupada. Maybe this or some other point. He cannot feel what Prabhupada gave us. If we could feel, then we give our life and soul for this Sankirtan movement and work together cooperatively. Yeah, cooperatively. So, and let's say here Prabhupada, and we see here how Prabhupada was even saying this. This is even a little bit heavy moment. Fightings will no. So even personal problems say you should accept help from your God brothers. Now I have set up the governing body commission to handle management, questions of philosophy, and personal problems. And now we can say, oh, Prabhupada is so hard in his, so heavy in his heart, because he say he have set up the government, the GBC, to handle management, questions of philosophy, and even personal problems of all the devotees. Now he said the next, these things are too much moderation for me. We can say he don't take care of his devotees' personal problems. He take much more like every one of us can sing. But in this point, he say, these things are too much moderation for me. I simply want time to write books to satisfy my Guru Maharaj. So this is even more important in this, like to take care of the personal problems and question of philosophy. Because even to take care of one temple or 20 temples of all personal problems of the devotees, they are still devotees. But if you can write the books and this look how to this work, then the other millions of persons cannot become Krishna conscious. That's more. So it's more important, like, therefore, our own children, maybe one or two, it's important. If we have the feeling and attachment, I can understand. I'm not a zombie. But one or two children, if they are still spoiled or something, they cannot more go fully in Krishna consciousness. Whatever we do, we cannot more stop it. Why not to see the other children in the world as our children and family? And they need money to print the books. Prabhupada say, I need time to write the books, so we must print the books and then we must distribute them. And this needs so much money and manpower. So this is our family also. Not only our family, even cats and dogs, you see how they take nicely care. Maybe in Kali Yuga, maybe more like man, like human being now. I see the tigers or the lion. If we see cats or mouse or the bird, we see the bird that he's flying to his wife in the house. He created a very nice house without loan, no compound interest. They have built such a nice house, even nobody of us can do it. Such a nest. What's his name? Nest. Yeah. A nest. So to pick all the items to build this nest without bank, no financial help. They're not so stupid there to go to some bank and then come never out of this of this loan. So this bird have built a nice nest. And then he put his wife, he make his wife pregnant, then have a nice house. The nice is the wife, his wife is sitting in this nice house nest and is waiting for food. So the husband must take care. This is full Vedic culture. Now the woman go to work even. So even the birds follow more Vedic culture. It is written that women should not go to work. Only the husband. So otherwise they become puffed up. And so many other things. You cannot more control the woman also. So in Kali Yuga, the system is done by these asuras like this, that is very difficult, that only the husband can go to work and maintain the family. So they are expert in destroying family and everything. But the bird the mother is sitting only in the house, take care, clean up everything. You see if some baby make shit, they take it with a schnabel. Beak. With the beak. Yeah. With the beak, and take out everything of the house, cleaning fully, nicely. Even some now human beings, they even don't clean so much maybe. So take care. And then the baby come out and the father go to work. This bird is always looking for worms. How to feed the family, and they go look for nice food for the family. There's no need to some income of money or something. And direct, he go and take some food from the supermarket, family supermarket, earth. So given by Krishna, he take it, and then he bring it to the family, and his wife is very satisfied. And the babies, you see, all crying, give me food, give me food. The father was made, wow, such a heavy work to maintain one family. And he must put all the worms in every schnabel, in every mouth. And then after some time, but they don't stop. Beep, 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 beep. So same like a human family. Human family, the children cry, I need this toy. I need this toy. Papa, I need this nightshirt. The Papa must, how I can feed them. He must go second job, third job maybe. And even the mother must go to work and don't care for the children. They become drug addicted and later on or something like this. So, okay, we can see our family members, very important. It is okay if they become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, they are important like cats and dogs. I'm not hard. It's the reality. These are members of Kali Yuga then, and then we are actually not more like Kali Chela. Even Prabhupada say, or Chanakya Pandit, if we have no mother and no nice relationship with woman at home, then should go to forest. Better go to forest. But many they cannot do. I have wife. Why? But you have cats and dogs, and your wife don't want to help the Sankirtan movement. Make you only problem. Then go. What kind of family you have? They cannot do it, some of them. Okay, it's deep attachment. Therefore, I can speak very easily like this because I have no family. Okay, it's true. But because I know maybe it can come to me also, therefore, it's too much risk. I see my family. I have also a family. Well, Prabhupada is my father and my boss, and Krishna also. So I have no family. I have children. All people in the world are children. They need books. They need Prabhupada. They need also a father. So why to give money for African help for orphan father, to give them nice school or something money? No, we need, but all the children, not only in Africa or something, they need help and they need a real father, and the real father is Srila Prabhupada. Yeah. So, Srila Prabhupada. And Krishna, of course, he can be even our child, okay, everything. But let's see now Prabhupada. He is our spiritual master and father, let's say. He gave us our real life. The second bird, Vicha. So our parents, this bird is same like what example of the bird, of animal or something. It's not very difficult to put some genital in some hole and then some children is coming. That's not science. And everyone can do it and then maintain a family. So, but we should see not our family members on material platform, our children only as our children, because why not see all other, the neighbors' children are also our children, Africa, Indian, even Israel, children, children in this world, even from Australia, more far away. Everyone is our children and need books of Prabhupada. And therefore we must take care not only for our family, we must go to work. If someone go to work and we cannot stop it, and here he go to some coming work, okay, then okay, if you do it, but should give 50%, Prabhupada say actually 50% to the Sankirtan. But mostly Grihastas give 99% for their own bodily family, and then maybe 1% for some preaching help.
We have a comment from Prahlad Chandra Prabhu.
now you beat me. Okay, yes.
You want to accept comment or say everything at the end?
Yeah, would
Up to
be.
you. Your
Because
choice.
it's on topic. It's on topic.
Your choice, though.
Yeah, maybe better at the end. Otherwise, completely I become
Okay.
disturbed. Huh?
Okay.
It's really better. Yeah. They can kick me in the face later on.
Just tell them, please save your comments.
Yeah,
and we will
please
deal with them at the end.
save your comment at the end. Otherwise, I cannot go further. And to beat me now with the shoes in the face for strong preaching, better later on.
Oh, it's a positive comment.
Okay, but later. We do it later. But sorry, but late, really, we don't forget it. Yes, and so therefore, our children, okay, it's important, but even the other children on the street, we should see also very important. So therefore, you must feed them also, the other children. And to feed the other children in this philosophically example is to go to work and give this money for the preacher. Well, even if the preacher is not Prabhupada direct or physically, but they are representatives of Prabhupada and they are doing some small work or bigger preacher, whatever. So if we see, okay, Madhu Pandit Prabhu from Bengal, okay, maybe we can, maybe it's not correct to say like that, but they don't need so much help now. They are big. So it's automatically now. So they don't need that we go there and help to create some temple or to print book. They have everything.
They need to give us help.
Yeah, they actually like this. They can give us help. Yeah, this is our Madhu Pandit Prabhu is our bigger brother. So he's very successful. So okay, I know. Someone would say, but there are so many mistakes. Okay. But I see not now some this. It is very successful, and he have created a huge movement. So this is very successful, and even is Caen. So many devotees can bad mouthing them. Okay, there is some this or this problem, but in the
On the
whole, we can see it is successful. Very nice devotees. I know them personally. Some of them even they came to our temple even, and have done some ritual initiation ceremony and very good devotees. So, and not in one country, in many countries. So they need not so much help like we. We are small now and struggle with so many things. So therefore, we should also understand that we should also help each other. So it would never be possible for Madhu Pandit Prabhu or for Sundar Gopal Prabhu that he could be so successful in spreading this Krishna consciousness if there would be no cooperation and some devotees giving some money. If Sundar Gopal and the others go not to work, how they have money for some? But they have, because they have nice grihasta in the congregation. They help each other. They go to work very hard and give all the money for them. Okay, then we can say, and someone can say, but I would not give the money because there is he's doing something this nonsense or this nonsense. Okay, but I would even if it was true, like says, I would give also the donation, because the more important thing is it is growing. If you have some personal problems or do some not correct things, okay, that's one point. But I would give the money, especially also for, let's say, for book printing. Okay, the book printing I would immediately give for everyone. But now we need also, therefore, Prabhupada said that stay in your temple also and be independently. It's not that we should give all, if we have a temple, we should not need to give all our money to other temple if we cannot grow. So we should also see our family or our small family now as a temple that we should grow. But if we can, okay, we can also help some others. If we have so much money, where's the problem? But if we have not, then we should see that we at first grow and have books. And then later, if we get much money, or we have some 100,000 or millions of on our account of the club account.
Non-profit.
Non-profit account. Then we can immediately start to help others also. Even as a temple, it's possible. But we don't do it, okay. We should learn that we see others also as family members, even if they have some problems and there is nobody is proud, but okay. But if someone has some success in preaching, why not to join him and help him more? Or we can also do it, okay, but if we cannot do it, and help the others who can do it. And then if we help them, it's for me sure. After some years, we are also ready to have, because we get the energy there and some more experience or something, some enthusiasm and some bhakti maybe, let's say, I don't know, bhakti or something, I don't know, but maybe there's something. If someone is successful in something, then others should go there and help. If I was also in some other temple, immediately I was going not only to Jaipur, Doyalunitai, also very successful. I forget so many others. Sorry that when I forget someone, it's not like also nicht extra.
Not on purpose.
Huh?
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose. Huh? So Doyalunitai is for me also actually this farm, one of the greatest examples. Even we go every year there because such nice devotees, it's unbelievable. So they are working so hard, but they are mostly very united. Okay, they have also many quarrels, but some or other, there is always in same time unity. If some part of the body is in quarreling, some other is always in unity. So Raghav Pandit is very right hand of Doyalunitai Prabhu. Always together like, I don't know, very strong and very successful. These are for us should be very good examples in the world. Now, if there's some other, okay, I don't know now. But this especially now. So I was going there and distributing books. I gave also immediately all the money from books there, no problem. So whatever I can do, I would do also. But actually, they need not more so much help, same like Madhupande Prabhu and some other. So now let's focus more on this devotees and Prabhus who especially need more help because they are complete in the beginning. They have no temple maybe or some temple very small like we and so. So we should immediately help each other. And even if it would be possible that some from other nearby country, they can come to our temple or some help, and then we can help them to grow some temple in this country, and then send someone there to help, or even can go for 1 or 2 weeks all together, help something. And then, so in 1.5 years, we want to have some greater place, maybe 2 or 3 hectare land also here in Germany, with a big house, and then we want to start something bigger. So we need also much help, and I can promise that if we would also ready to help someone. So whatever we can do, we are ready for helping really. You can remember me on this speech.
Promise.
Promise. So then I lose my faith completely if we don't do it from now on. I want really, yeah. Let's go to the next letter of Prabhupada to Bali, Mardana, Kolkata, 5 March 1972. We had got some indication from Karandara Prabhu that there was some misunderstanding and things were not going too well between you both big leaders. That is why I was little concerned, because such things should never be allowed to fructify within our society. That will spoil everything. But I am glad to hear from you that because there was some misinformation, that we had got the wrong impression, and actually that everything is progressing in a spirit of mutual cooperation in all respects. This is Krishna consciousness. Yeah. This is Krishna consciousness. What Prabhupada say. If not like this, then it's what? Something else. Working together to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Practically now, it is in the hands of you, big guns, to manage everything so that there may never be internal difficulties amongst us, and so that we may always go on increasing more and more the influence of Lord Chaitanya's philosophy of Sankirtan process upon all the world. That will be your great achievement. And if you go on helping me in this way, you may know it for certain that very soon you will see Krishna face to face. Wow. Oh my God. I would get crazy, I think. Immediately made me to was crazy. Oh my God. That would be very heavy success. My God. So how we cannot do it? This is direct instruction of Prabhupada. Do something nicely. And Prabhupada is speaking here to some big guns, means some big leader, means someone who can do something, let's say in our understanding now. Even if we are not so big guns, even if we are not so big leaders or big guns, like in this Prabhupada letter, an example, let's say we are small guns, even someone who is preaching. So, but even help the small guns and join the small guns and help them if we cannot do on our own something. And if we can do something on our own, others should help this party also to grow. So this is actually, Prabhupada say, real Krishna consciousness. As even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati say also, we should not, if a Vaishnava is in a secluded place and is chanting only his rounds and something, it's not, especially not for the Kali Yuga, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, it is even some illusion even. Bhakti Siddhanta say, if devotees are sitting in some place alone and chanting Hare Krishna, because mostly they cannot do it even. They can even not chant 16 rounds. And what to speak about more rounds than this every day. So if some devotees of Prabhupada wanted to go to Radhakund and sit there and chant every day, so imitate Haridas Thakur or something, then Prabhupada was very upset. He said, this is now nonsense going on. Sitting alone and devotees sitting alone, some on the Radhakund and chanting and want to chant full. This is for devotees who are really, I think, liberated. To sit on Radhakund, or even to sit alone at some home and only every day in Facebook have some defeating others or fighting only. It's what we can understand. It's not real Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means to include everyone and do something for the whole. So for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada always, we can see that he wanted to do something bigger, so that everyone can get the book, and after they get the book, what they can do? Then they need a place of oasis. Prabhupada say oasis in some other letter later. So then they can have some relief of the power of Maya. They need some temple and association and temple. Therefore, we should print books and in the same time open some temple or farm community. Then the devotee can live this dream of Prabhupada in a practical way, not alone at some home and then produce shit and put them in the Hiranyakashipu school, and then we can observe them with our own eyes how year by year they be spoiled more and more, and we can do nothing against it. What we could do from beginning to control the sexual energy, and if we get it free and we produce some children, we should be very sure where to put the children later on, because this is the reaction of sexual intercourse to have some children. And if there's some children, okay, where to put? Okay, therefore we need much more, only some grihastha ashram. So for one family only. Now the others, preacher, they need buildings, temples, farms, and there's so much money is needed. We should work very hard and give this money for this family also. So therefore, we have much to do. Next letter to Jayapataka. How long I speak now? Actually,
45 minutes.
okay. It's still now more than 1 hour.
45 minutes.
Only okay. So now letter to Jayapataka, Bombay, 19 December 1972. Prabhupada start. I am so much happy to hear from you all the good news of our Mayapur center. No, your liking of engagement there is not at all an inappropriate attachment. Rather, it is your qualification for pleasing your spiritual master. Attachment must be there for Krishna or for Maya. So you have become attached to developing the Mayapur center, that is Krishna's work. So Krishna appreciates very much when his devotee become attached to him in this way. What I spoke, this, especially in this Sankirtan movement, is Krishna's body and Prabhupada's body, let's say. So again, Prabhupada said, yes, the cooperative spirit of working together without any argument is especially prominent in Mayapur, more than other places in India. And now what we can say, even in ISKCON, they have so many bogus gurus, but some or other, look, so many buildings, everything is going on. We can only take this. Why? Because it was together. Even so many nonsense is going on there. Every one of us know it. But some or other, at this time, Prabhupada said it is the best example, Mayapur, for Prabhupada, in all India. Therefore, you are successful, and the work is going on quickly to completion. That is because all of you working there have become very much attached to the dust from Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. And because you have got such deep personal interest with that engagement of work, you want to see that it is done nicely without any hindrance of selfish motivation, never mind all kinds of conditions of the material nature. That idea has become prominent for all of you. It is bigger than Maya's idea. Therefore, Maya cannot interfere to make you quarrel or other things. But you especially are to take the credit. So that's one of the, my note now. This is one of the most important line here also in this letter of Prabhupada. Again, wiederholen heißt?
Repeat.
Repeat. I repeat again. You want to see that it is done nicely without any hindrance of self-motivation. That idea has become prominent for all of you. It is bigger than Maya's idea. Therefore, Maya cannot interfere to make you quarrel or other things. So if we cannot do it, that means Maya's idea and personal ambition and consideration are stronger than this feeling of one family of Prabhupada and to ziehen in einen Strang.
Pull on the same road.
To pull on the same rope. If there's only one hair, I can pull it, immediately I cut it. But if we take billions of hairs together, we can rope even a plane. There's no problem. So, and if we cannot do it, then we have some too much bodily identification problems. My family, my small bodily family is more important, like Prabhupada's bigger family. This is one thinking. Or my comfort zone is maybe if I go there to help them, I must stand up every morning before 4 o'clock. It's too much for me or something that I don't go. And otherwise I have, my money is for Sicherheit, for security. Okay, but in reality, if we give the money, then we come later on. Money, Prabhupada say always, it's not a problem. Because money comes automatically, but there should be some trust in this Aussage, in this statement of Prabhupada, and even Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. He said, Krishna and Bhagavad Gita, he say, don't use always your brain energy how to make money. Give this energy for me, Krishna said, and this means especially not how to make money for Krishna. That's actually karma yoga in Krishna consciousness. It's not really pure. The best thing is how to sing every day on Krishna, how to chant very nice attentive rounds, stand up in the morning, follow very strictly the rules and regulation. Don't make masturbation, don't have illicit sex, otherwise don't this, and now the do nicely Krishna Katha, do nicely chanting, do nicely Sankirtan, and the money comes automatically. So same example, money comes automatically. There's no need of always think about how to make money. This was this lack of trust. It's nothing more. It's a lack of trust. If Krishna is saying Bhagavad Gita, don't only sing about me and look to spread this, and then this is the best thing what you can do. And Prabhupada say also this, do something nicely for Krishna directly and go on with books and Sankirtan movement, and the money comes automatically. If you cannot take this 1% of 10%, then we have no trust actually in Prabhupada. So then we can go to work, but then we should give 50% up for the preachers who have this trust, who have more trust. So otherwise they cannot. Then they are forced also to go maybe to some job or to some other place. And that's the problem. So therefore, if we cannot do so nicely like Mayapur project together, then we have our ideas of Maya is bigger. So that's the understanding, the essence or was heißt die Abschluss? Conclusion. The conclusion, yeah. That's the conclusion of this again. I repeat. That idea has become prominent for all of you. It is bigger than Maya's idea. Therefore, Maya cannot interfere to make you quarrel or other things. But you especially are to take the credit. So let's say I have even struggled so many years. Also now we are always struggling to do some, to become bigger and do some more. So if I started the temple, I was completely alone, completely. So there was in a one room flat, I started completely alone and started with Sunday program. And nobody helped me many years even. Nobody even was cooking with me. Nobody helped with cooking and at the end with cleaning. So I was cooking and cleaning. This was more than 10 hours. And after the program, there was even 20 persons, they came because I was preaching and distributing books. Even I started with books. Everyone now hate me. I started to distribute even the changed books. There was no other book. I could not do it otherwise. Tell the truth. So then I started, but immediately, if I was successful and some people, they came from the street by distributing ISKCON's changed books. So then immediately I informed them, there's actually changed books. You should take it from eBay or from Amazon, the original one. And then I purchased them for them sometimes even. And so I was doing so every Sunday program. And but nobody was helping me. And one time I went to India for Agora Purnima. And I give this job, let's say this job to some other congregation member, that he should do the program 4 times in 1 month or 5 weeks when I'm not more there, and he should invite all others. This program was only one time. And then I came back, I asked him, why not only one time? And he started, they give me not money for the milk and for that. I must pay all the vegetables on my own, and nobody gave me the money. And then I told him, yeah, this is going on with me many years, and I do it. I go to work even and bring the money, and even if nobody is giving. If we cannot think like this, we cannot open a center, nothing. But nobody can be sure that if we open a center, that immediately some help is coming. And if even we have some congregation member, and you know they are even billionaires maybe, and they don't help you to cook, don't give some fruits or some vegetable, and don't give money, but you must go further with this, and go on, and always with a smile. Yeah, you are invited next Sunday also, come here. And then after some time, Krishna approving you, and then money comes from alone, and then started from all sides. They're giving money, donations. You can even come to know what is going on now. So maybe there's a proof that something was Krishna and Prabhupada was something happy with you. That's a proof. But if someone cannot do like this, he can never do open. If we read devotees in Prabhupada's physical time, even they open a center, how much difficulty there was there. No money, nothing. And day and night they have think about how to make it better, how to improve it. And in the end, mostly they were very successful. But now everyone can do it for his own family. This so many, let's say, ugra karma even. Only for some family. If it is not Krishna conscious family, it's ugra karma actually only. So that they can do. Give some of this energy, only 50%, Prabhupada would say, and the Goswamis, they say 50% give. If you cannot do it, and you want to stay at the house with your family as Grihasta or Grihamedi or whatever, but give this 50%, and then the preacher can do so huge things with this. So huge, otherwise, it's not possible. So again, next. No, it's not. Moment. Yeah. But you especially are to take the credit. From the very beginning, you wanted that place, and you got the land, got money from me, and now you have built the place by your concentration of energy. Concentration of energy. That is wanted. If there is some discrepancy anywhere, some non-cooperation, fighting, or if the work is slow or not to the standard, it is to be supposed that the person or persons in charge are not very much attached to Krishna. That's the problem. So, but we want get prema bhakti, yeah, that's the goal. So that's the fastest way to get it. If we can have much more attachment to Krishna, to Prabhupada, and this means to this Sankirtan movement. It's not different on transcendental platform. That means they will discriminate. My engagement, or it's not good. Other engagement is good, like that. They do not know the secret of surrendering to Krishna. Secret. Such surrendered devotee sees that everything is part of Krishna's plan. That whatever is meant to be, I am doing that. So let me do it with my full attention to every detail. Let me become absorbed in such service. Never mind what it is, but let all other considerations be forgotten, and only my desire to do this thing best for Krishna's alone pleasure be my motive. That is advanced stage of understanding devotional service of Krishna consciousness. So this was the end of the next letter. So it's very important to take some of the lines very deeply. It's clear everything is very important of Prabhupada's words, but especially this, that if Maya's idea is bigger than my feeling to be more attached to this, to Prabhupada and Krishna, and especially to the Sankirtan movement, then we cannot come together and give all this energy together. So Prabhupada say here, this concentration of energy. If we have concentration of energy, then we can have a farm project and everything maybe in 1 month. So many, if everyone do something to this, then we have it. Must find out how exactly, but it would be possible. If not, so we should know that our idea of Maya and bodily consideration, personal ambition is much more, and far away from even 1% of Brahma Bhuta. We probably say always, if we are Brahma Bhuta, so I say if we are only little, let's say only little on Brahma Bhuta, there would be no more so much quarrel. And if we are really on Brahma Bhuta, there would be no more quarrel. Then we can see everyone as each family and then give manpower, energy, money, whatever is needed to grow this Prabhupada and Krishna Sankirtan body. Okay, next letter, or Srila Prabhupada's letter to Kshiro Dakajai, Prabhu maybe or something, Kolkata, 29 January 1973. There in London, we have such big field for pushing on the preaching word. So I want that you should assist the other devotees there as much as possible and cooperate very closely for helping me in this way. These temples, they are just like oases in the desert for the conditioned souls to quench, really a good quench? To quench the thirst of their desire for real happiness. So they must be organized as nicely as possible. And I know you have many talents which can be put to good use. So in cooperation with Dhananjaya, and Shyamasundara. Prabhu, let us work together. You may assist me in this way, and I shall be very much pleased upon you. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that anyone who surrenders unto me, whether a woman, Rudra, Vaishya, etc., they all attain the highest perfection of Bhakti Yoga. Not that now I am Grihastha, I am doing Karma Yoga, or now I am Vanaprashta, I am doing Sankhya Yoga. This is all nonsense. So if you read my books, this is explained in so many places that by taking to the path of pure bhakti, all the other yogas are achieved automatically. Because bhakti is the culmination of yoga and the highest perfection of life. This was the end of this letter. So let us take only some line. So I take some line also. First line, Prabhupada said, I want that you should assist the other devotees there as much as possible and cooperate very closely for helping me in this way. These temples, they are just like oases in the desert for the conditioned souls to quench the thirst of the desire for real happiness. So even if we want to produce, so let's say the others, even if we are now grihastas, some of us, or grihamedis or grihastas, and we have some problems because now we come to know that we have to do something not perfect. My child is not Krishna conscious. My wife this and whatever. But then we should not be like, also wir sollten nicht heulen. We should not cry because we have so many other children outside. Other devoted children, they come. We should see them also as children. And if we want to give them a better place, even if we could not make perfect our family, then let us make the other families of devotees perfect. Why not like this? So we have an example maybe of our problems in our family. It's not perfect. Okay, then give more energy and money to other projects that in future the children can grow in some nice fun communities in gurukuls and not be polluted by some rainbow something, point. So we should understand, even again, in Germany is even popular, they produce some tablet pills and they want to give it to the children before they get the puberty. But this should stop the puberty because they want to explain them that a girl should not be a girl maybe, and a boy should not be a boy. And because they know, the Asuras know exactly that by nature, God's program, Krishna's program is that automatically a boy will be attached after this puberty to some girl, and a girl attached to some boy. But these demoniacs, they want to stop even this program of God. This is such Asuric. They want to tell the girl, you are not a girl actually, and they want to call the boy, you are not a boy. And now if someone wants to tell me that he wants to produce some children in this school, then maybe he should be shoot in some, I don't know, this is a little bit black joke, but we should also see in some black jokes some. So how it can be possible to put a child in such schools now? It's not more possible. So, and if we do it, we should be ready that our children are completely polluted and the goal of producing children is not fulfilled. So it means Prabhupada is not happy, Krishna is not happy, only Kali is happy. And this Varna Shankara population can grow and grow, and not the Sankirtan movement. So you must grow the Sankirtan movement and not Kali's rainbow movement. If we want that our children become member of this rainbow movement, okay, then let's go produce children. Later on you cry, and then I tell you, You remember me for some years? I told you. Now you cry. Good. No, don't tell me something. It's your own fault. Finish. Don't tell me that my children is now full of drugs and make some operation. Now he's not more boy. He is now girl. And my daughter is now a man. So yeah, because you stupid could not control your sex energy. Very good, you stupid. Yeah, we know it now. Everything we have the knowledge of Prabhupada. We have Shastra, we have this, and we have the knowledge of the what is going on, the conspiracy freaks. Everything we know. Now we must take it in practical use. Not, oh yeah, I know. And I feel today I do sex. Okay, then produce some Hiranyakashipu, no problem. So this is not for this. People should not speak with us because it's useless. But if someone has some little intelligence to understand these letters of Prabhupada and the world situation, okay, let's discuss and come. Let's have Ishtagoshti, something we find together, what we can do each other to help each other. So I'm sure that we can find. But if we want personal condition, ambition, okay, but I want to have my sex now, finish. But then you don't follow, then you're even not disciple of Prabhupada. Disciple of Prabhupada means one person per follow the rules and also the 4 rules, not have sex. In a more strict, even not have masturbation. Because every masturbation and every sex going not for producing Krishna conscious children is losing bhakti energy. Because this or so-called happiness by orgasm or whatever we are feeling with some girls or by even masturbation, we lose maybe much of the whole energy to give it to spread the Sankirtan movement. Every drop of blood, every drop of sperm, Prabhupada say, the Shastra, I read it. It's 40 drops of blood produce 1 drop of sperm. Therefore, brahmachari life and also grihastha is also brahmachari. Only in Bhakti Yoga field. Grihastha brahmachari or other brahmachari, only 1 drop of sperm is produced by 40 drops of blood. So that we can imagine how much energy lost we getting if we get this energy for some illicit purpose, not in Vedic line. Then we are not Kanishtadikari devotee, it is reality. Kanishtadikari is the top Brahmana even. And he follow even this. So that means if we are even not in the beginning of Kanishtadikari, that's for fact, this is a fact, that we can grow nothing. There is no Sankirtan, there are no books, there is no preaching. Because even Kanishtadikari cannot preach properly. They should Madhyamadikari. So initiation for a neophyte to become Kanishtadikari, this is formal initiation, but for Madhyamadikari, as Prabhupada say, the real Diksha, it's not a formality. Prabhupada say, it is your determination to take up my instructions, follow it, and then preach this gospel to others. That's the real initiation. That's for Madhyamadikari, preacher. And the formality initiation, the Samyakya, and I say, yeah, I do it. And then I do nothing or something. But this is not initiation. We are so-called initiated. If we see someone initiated, then we see him that he opens centers, produce books, preach on the street, and produce devotees. Even Bhaktivinoda say how to recognize a Vaishnava. It is how many devotees he has produced. This means Vaishnava. But it's Kanishtadikari cannot do. And if we have masturbation and some sex outside produce children, then we are not even Kanishtadikari. Finished. And then can we not preaching go on? Nothing. Because we want all energy for our own sex field to grow this more and more. Because we have the feeling. Of course we have. Everyone knows this feeling. But how this feeling is, like Yamunacharya, he say, oh, in English I cannot repeat it.
Like I said,
Yes.
I spit at the form.
I spit on the thoughts of sexual intercourse when I'm always get some new feelings, emotions in the service of Krishna. So if we want this idea that we can spit even on the orgasm, there must be something higher. Even maybe we cannot imagine now, but it is. Therefore, Yamunacharya is now our special acharya, and for this example also. He spit of this. If we don't spit of this, then we have a problem. Then we cannot feel something in the service of Krishna. Therefore, but we can feel orgasm or something else. Yes, then do it and do it and do it and be spoiled and never come back to Krishna. Because if we want to come back to Krishna, we must give up. This is a minimum. I have even not to start to speak on sub-level. So every one of us, I can speak very nicely about this, but I have also some problems. But I don't. Something I have realized practically, and some other things I know theoretically and can speak nicely about it, but I have also to have my fight with so many things. On the sub-level, we want to become guru, defeat everyone on the Facebook, to show him my sexual energy. I defeat everyone. I am a great person. So in a sexual and gross field, you want to show your woman how potent you are. You can have sex so many times, give multiple orgasm to girls. But why not multiple orgasm to Prabhupada and Krishna? Multiple orgasm to Prabhupada and Krishna means original books printing, open centers, farms. This is multiple orgasm. Not the other, this is nonsense. But it's not. Who want to see something opposite? So therefore, there is nothing. There's nirvana. We become Buddhists. There's some center. Have you some books in your congregation? Have you some center? There's some devotees. You're preaching something. But I have sex. I am very good in bed. My wife always say I'm the best in bed for all other 100 men before, because the Kali Yuga is mostly like this. And if not, then I can take what is Viagra. Wow, it's good. Why not? This is a blue pill. I have even used before my. Yeah, it is very good that we can make progress in this, but then we go to hell. No, this is not Krishna consciousness. If we want love to Krishna, what Prabhupada said, to see Krishna face to face, so multiple orgasm given to Prabhupada and Krishna means to give him all our energy, all the 40 drops of blood must be transformed in bhakti power. And this means to spread this Krishna conscious movement, so that our children, even if they are spoiled, okay, we cannot more change it, maybe. Then let grow up the other children who are coming in the future nicely. That means we must have a platform for them. It would be such a, then we are real fathers for other children also, not only for our own. So this energy of all the drops of blood must be used to preach, or to say, Prabhupada say a temple should be a place for 24 hours, 24 hours to preach Krishna consciousness. If there is some time, maybe 1 hour, 1 minute, let's say 1 hour, and then you can sit down and then sing. And then Maya comes, oh yeah, maybe I need more days. So there should be no time for thinking something else. Only the thing, okay, how I can grow this movement, how I can promote my fathers and my spiritual masters movement. This is his instruction. If you get money, print books. Oh, it's even Prabhupada. Always remember, if you have money, print books. It means not if you have money, buy a new gold ornament for your wife. She have maybe 10. It's enough. So now give the money for the books of Prabhupada. This is the real purpose of life. Not to take this 40 drops of blood always in produce, you know what. But we need this these drops of blood should be transformed in bhakti. So therefore, and make Prabhupada happy, and then we can see Krishna face to face. Even we can understand, even Prabhupada in Bhagavatam, he say that seeing Krishna face to face means not only to see him like we are seeing us, even to feel something, pleasure by chanting Hare Krishna or in Krishna Katha, some feelings, some small. It is also seeing, oh, then now you can see and feel him. This is also a transcendental platform to hear or to see or whatever. To have nice pleasure in hearing. Sometimes Prabhupada see and hearing is sometimes even more important as to see even. So therefore we have Shruti and this is a signs of sound vibration. To see Krishna also in the sound vibration. That's the beginning. To see him directly in this transcendental form. Okay, this is some extra special bonus. Okay, but let us see at first in the instruction given by Prabhupada and by Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. And there we have enough to do to be one with this instruction, to take it as our life and soul and blood. Next letter, Srila Prabhupada letter, to people of Bangkok, Bombay, 14 December 1974. Prabhupada start. The Krishna consciousness mission is not sectarian. We want to do what the United Nations has failed to do. The human form of body is an opportunity for solving all the problems of life. Through evolution, we come to the human life for solving this problem. The real problem is the repetition of birth, death, disease, and old age. But there is another status. But there is another status of life where there is no birth, death, disease, and old age. The Krishna consciousness movement is a means for promoting the human being to that status. This is a great science, and it is elaborately explained in the Bhagavad Gita. So our mission is to give this benediction to all humanity. It is here. What Prabhupada say? So our mission is to give this benediction to all humanity, not only to my family. So otherwise there's no Krishna consciousness, even we can say. This Grihamedi consciousness. Let us cooperate together on this basis so that it will be a more effective United Nations. We shall be united on the basis of the prime need of human society, means spiritual life. So this is now the last letter. Later comes some other so what is the main essence or conclusion in this letter of Prabhupada? Again, in some other words, same word in every other letter, how to come together, like even America, the United Nations, Prabhupada says they failed to do something good for the world. We see what they're doing is only how to produce more atom bombs and more weapons to kill each other. Something was failed, yes. Something was failed. Now they put all the rainbow pollution of all the children because the goal of these asuras is that nobody should be in the future Krishna conscious. So that is their goal. And our goal is that we should preach Krishna conscious. And that is also the real United Nations. What they have failed We should. And we can start in our small community to cooperate nicely, and then we can even cooperate with Hungary and UK even. So Bhakta Gregory even is even maybe some internationally they have maybe some fight with him, or I have also sometimes a fight with some, but actually Bhakta Gregory is very nicely in book distribution. So we can see something bad in someone, but always it's something very good. And actually this book distribution is very important. So Gregory, the Great can do it nicely. So why not to glorify him in this way also, even if someone has some anger. So same with everyone. This was only one example. Don't take it now for some special point. It is ESKM. They have fight with each other. So Madhu Pandit, they fight with each other. Everyone have some little fight each other. Okay, sometimes maybe it's really a big problem. It's not so easy to solve. I cannot speak it now very easily, but I know. So, but it is going on. Finish. That's the fact. Everyone know it. Even Madhu Pandit Prabhu can take it as a fact and would admit it. Everyone. It is come like this. I don't know, but it is fact. But now, Prabhupada said that if we want another status of life, that means spiritual life, this is a prime need of human society. Again, that means always the example to give the children a nice world, not only our children in our family, to give the future family, even Kali. Look, Kali in Srimad Bhagavatam, everyone has read the first cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. Kali was completely alone in the beginning. It was only one person, a black man, Shudra, and he have such a nice sadhana, so strict, that this one man could, after 5,000 years, make the whole world Kali Yuga. Only one man. He started to get where is money, gold, where is this and this, and now all these guys of the agents of Kali, they are now the owner of all the banks. Is it? Because Maharaj Parikshit told them, you should go to these 4 places of sinful activities. But then Kali said, but actually there's not really such places in your kingdom. And he said, only you can go there, then you can live. Otherwise I kill you, like this. So, but Kali could find something, and how nicely he growed this Kali Yuga. He was alone. And then later on he was preaching, get some disciples. we all was, every one of us is some or other, also, so, let's say from the beginning, before we came to Krishna consciousness, we was some disciple of Kali, more or less. But me, of course, absolutely, I know what is a disciple of Kali. And I was spreading this Kali movement also very much. I took my first LSD or some MDMA or whatever this tablet means. Then I was feeling such a nice pleasure. And I was thinking, I must preach this to others. And then I make every of my friends addicted. Now even some are on the train station with heroin. If I see them by book distribution, my God, I even help them to the stage. It's not joke, that's true. I see some of them even now, if I'm in Frankfurt on book, one of them, I was going together with him on some so-called party, taking all these pills. And then I was feeling I must spread this because I feel very nice this. And everyone who alcoholic, he is drinking and he spread his alcoholism. And who is nice in sexual intercourse, okay, he's maybe then a porno actor and makes some porno movie. And he want to grow this nonsense also. And some other is eating meat. There's so many in YouTube. Someone who always eats some liver, the liver king, I think he called them, the liver king. He only eat raw liver, and he spread this that we need only raw meat. What is cannibalism? My God, this is going on. And all these disciples of Kali, this only one man started for 5,000 years ago. He was alone. We are not alone. We are more actually even now. So we can do it. Even if we need 5,000 years, let us do it. But we can do it in much less time. If we are strong together, cooperate in unity, this is the topic. Unity and in cooperation. We can defeat. Everyone would defeat on Facebook. I know this shloka of Prabhupada. This shloka can defeat this shloka. This quote can defeat this quote. Okay, then let us defeat Maya and Kali. So let us, this would be the nice purpose, to defeat these rascals and all the agents of them, to bring them to Krishna consciousness. Haribo! Haribo! So now, someone want to say, money is the problem. Because this is together with this, now the last two letters. But we cannot do it. I look for money. I must go to work. Oh, okay. So, Srila Prabhupada, lecture on Srimad Bhagavatam, 7/9/55. 7/9/55, Vrindavan, April 10, 1976. This is a competition between Krishna and his devotee. Krishna wants to give everything to the devotee. Oh, he wants to see that my devotee is very comfortable. Just like the father wants to see the children are very comfortable. So why the devotee should be hankering after something material? Fragezeichen. Was heißt Fragezeichen?
Question mark.
Question mark. No. Kashmat bhajanti kavayo dana durma dandana. Shukadev Goswami said, and this is Srimad Bhagavatam 225. Shukadev Goswami said, why we should go to the puffed up rich man for begging something? Krishna will arrange for everything. My Guru Maharaj used to say that you do not try to preach for getting some money. I know many, even preacher, without calling name, they always have always problem to get money. Many, I know, small or bigger. So they say, we must do it, we need the money. Oh, yeah. But here, Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, used to say again, you do not try to preach for getting some money. Money will come automatically. And now, on your feet, money will say, please accept me. You should preach very sincerely. That is your business. Never bother that, where is money? Where is money? Money, 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 money. This is a statement of Bilva Mangala Thakur. So this is one lecture. So sometimes I have also this problem. And I was thinking how to get money. I am not without this fact. But more I have this realization that actually really, if I have done always focus on to preach, that it's really true. All the years. I was thinking I was buying this altar, what we have now nicely in the temple room. This was paid with everything, this and that. I don't know. I wanted to spend only 5,000 euros. This was my maximum what I wanted to give.
Budget.
Huh?
Budget.
Maximum budget. But it is India, and then it comes. It was even much bigger than it could be to get it in the house. But I was seeing in India and say, what is this? This was the first problem. I tell you, must cut it on this side, make 4 parts. It's only 1 part. I cannot put it in our house. I was lucky to be on this time in India before they ship it to Germany. Otherwise, if the truck was staying here, oh my God, this would be My God, I was really lucky. And then some other, I was paying even for this mistake of others. I paid because I gave it exactly the measurements from beginning, but it was bigger. And in the end, I paid maybe with everything, problem came more and more, maybe 10,000 even, I don't know more, let's say maybe, some thousands more. And I was saying, oh my God, how to pay now all this? I was thinking, okay, it's a problem. And again, I was falling in this trap, how to get money. I should sing on Krishna actually, but I also, so many times I say how to get the money. But immediately one phone call came for, I have do nothing. Some days later, Mohan Gopal Prabhu, he said, no, is the altar there? Have you? And I said, oh, yes, but it's 5,000 euro more and everything. Okay, I give you the money. I was, what? Really? And he gave me all the money. Oh, really? It's true. So always like this. It is working. It is really true. So this is really true that always do something for Krishna. And even if I started all the time, something preaching, to get something in my hand for the preaching work. So it was a need of 50,000 euro. I was saying how to get 50,000 euro. Immediately, also Govinda Prabhu came, 18 years old boy. All what he had from parents saved on his account was maybe 10,000. He gave it. He gave all the. I was thinking he's crazy or what? I asked him, "You're really ready to give all the money? You have nothing." And yeah, take it. I said, okay. Even on the risk that your mother was very angry to you, but okay, he gave. And other devotee, he gave all 20,000 euro. And then the next came, he gave 6,000 euro. I was wondering, from the beginning, I was doing the project of this 50,000 euro project. I was not knowing how to get the money, but I started, really. And I know many others, they're saying, I cannot start because I have not the money. That's not, it's opposite. Do it, the money is coming. And it's true. It's really true. If it's not true, then we must make some mistake. Maybe some mood, some mentality is not correct. Something is not sincere. Whatever it is, it must be in us, some problem. Otherwise, Prabhupada is a liar. No? Bhaktisiddhanta is a liar. I don't think so. But something is wrong with us then. So therefore, we should take this faith and trust and test it. Everyone can test it. Do it, and money is coming. And if first time it's not perfectly like this, okay, then try next, and never give it up. Only try it even to the end of your life. And someday it would be successful. But maybe in first time, maybe in second time. Prabhupada was going to America. What? Now we are sitting all here. How many years? 1 year, there was no success. I think more than 1 year, even little. He was staying under the name of Tompkins Care Garden on the tree, under this special tree. Actually, we must go someday to this tree. This is like the Parikram tree, actually. I went never to this place. I want to go there. And then like the Mayavadis also go and take, hug the trees. But this tree should be actually, this is the real tree. We should speak with this tree to Prabhupada. You love Prabhupada very much. You get all the mercy of my tree. In next life, you will go maybe directly to Krishna. No more become bushes or other tree or grass. Yeah, and then and he was standing on this tree, all with some karate. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, click, 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 Hare Rama, click, 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 Rama, Rama, click, 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 Hare Hare, click, click, click. No other instrument, nothing. And then 1 year, and then he was praying, Krishna, I'm useless, I'm nothing. You sent me here to this abominable place. My God, how they are fully in the gunas of ignorance and passion, how they can understand the message what I want to give them. But if you really want to prove my name, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Bhaktivedanta, then please let me dance like your puppet. And then I can maybe become successful. In this mood, Prabhupada was always not to be the big guy even, but he is a big guy, but he even was serving in the beginning especially, he served everyone, the new boys, they came, all the hippies, they served him prasadam, everything he have done, like a small boy. And the word greatest guru, but he have done like this. And after 1 year, he was successful. So even Prabhupada, Uttamadikari have needed 1 year. Okay, he could also do it in 1 day, but Krishna will give us some example. Even Prabhupada have some family and some problems with family. Nobody was a pure devotee of Prabhupada. So this is for us example. This is a lila only. Prabhupada have not need of family even, but he have done it because this is a part of this lila pastimes of Prabhupada. So this we should not be traurig, sad that if our family is not perfect. Even Prabhupada's family, nobody was a pure devotee, let's say, in our understanding, let's say. And but we should go on. And Prabhupada, Uttamadikari, 1 year was not successful. Okay, but we are maybe Kanishta Adhikari or maybe on little part of Madhyamadikari or less or whatever, so that we should not wonder that we need maybe 10 years in success. Never give it up. What is Uttamadikari 1 year? Minimum we should be ready for 10 years, maybe. Maybe we are lucky and not 10 years. But it should be ready. We should be ready that of so many hindrances, 10 years. But why should give up? Prabhupada Uttamadikari, 1 year he gave not up. Okay, we are less than Uttamadikari. Okay, then take this 10 or 20 years even and do something. And even if always it would be not successful, try it again and try it again. It's our mission. Never give it up. In a boxing or MMA, if someone get one punch and get to the ground and stand not up, he's a pussy. Not more. Nobody would watch this guy in MMA. But he's a great boxer. He stand up always. Even if he is defeated, he's a great man because he was every time stand up and again go. So that's all for us. Then the last letter of Prabhupada on this topic of money, no problem, because it comes automatically. It is letter to Karandara, Bombay, 30 November 1970. Yes, continue to send money to my book fund so that we shall be able to go on producing literatures of Krishna consciousness. ... My Guru Maharaj used to say, don't worry about money. Do something nice for Krishna and money will come. So we should always be thinking how to distribute the message of Krishna, and surely he, Krishna, will give us facility. Even an ordinary man, if he wants publicity, then he gives so much money for the propaganda work. Similarly, Krishna is not poor. He can supply any amount for the devotees who are engaged in broadcasting his glories. I see that you are moving in the schools and universities for preaching. That is very good. Krishna says that this knowledge is the king of education, so it will be appreciated. So to the last note or comment for me is also now in this letter to Karandara also. Always Prabhupada is speaking about this propaganda work, always spreading Krishna will print books, this will books, then you please me most in the best way. So why not sit in some secluded place and chant Hare Krishna? No, it's not our mood finish. We can do it if we are 90 years or 80 years, if we become so old. But before, we should feed this transcendental body of Prabhupada and on Krishna, not only feed our children, bodily children, material bodily children, but feed this body, because this is actually the stage of Madhyamadikari. And it's not useless to give this information or knowledge in Prabhupada's books and Shastra, Kanishta-adhikari, Madhyamadikari, and Uttamadikari. Prabhupada is Uttamadikari, but he came one step down to the Madhyamadikari stage. But he's not Madhyamadikari. He's still, this is transcendental understanding. He comes from the Uttamadikari stage. Otherwise, if we have not do like this, he would stay in Vrindavan and with his Siddha Deha body would read only maybe Krishna Lila or chant only Hare Krishna non-stop like Haridas Thakur and goes in all the Leelas and the meditation fully in Krishna Lila and cry and feel of separation and every of this ecstasy he could feel. But no, he forced himself not to be such a transcendental egoist, right? Read what? Because he was seeing, oh my God, this world is so suffering. So I don't want to have this ecstasy non-stop. I want to have this ecstasy to see that others get some pleasure. So Prabhupada came on the Madhyamadikari platform and preach. But we should understand to go out of this world. Mostly, it is hard to say, but we cannot come out as Madhyam, especially not Kanishta-adhikari or maybe even not Madhyamadikari stage. So we must be absolute pure. Prabhupada says, sometimes he said, okay, maybe someone of you can remember. Someone was asking Prabhupada, it's enough to have 75% of purity, more than he was going on. It was up to in the near of 100%. He said. Sometimes even he say 100%, no desire for material pleasure. 100%. It's like Uttamadikari. So how to become from Kanishta-adhikari? So it is also, there's also possibility to be a Madhyamadikari as Pujari only. I have also read. But it's not a special feature of a Madhyamadikari. This is some extra side effect also. But especially Madhyamadikari means a preacher that we can read mostly in Prabhupada's books. So, and if we now feel that we cannot read many hours Prabhupada books or Krishna Katha, and immediately we sleep, or by chanting only we feel to sleep, or by reading Krishna Katha or hearing Krishna Katha, we feel to sleep. It is because we are not on this platform of higher taste to relish this Krishna Katha. Therefore, we need sexual intercourse and so many family and everything we need, because we cannot relish, is the right word?
Yes.
We cannot relish only this chanting and dancing and Krishna Katha and preaching. So that's the problem. But how we get this taste that someday we can sit maybe really only in some Vrindavan place and read only Krishna Katha in the end. It is that we should now work very hard. So like so hard we are working for our bodily family, we should work for Prabhupada and Krishna's family, and especially to the Sankirtan mission. If we do it, then someday we can hear Bhagavatam like Maharaj Parikshit maybe. If we get the mercy of Guru and Krishna, that means we can, without sleeping, without eating, without drinking, we can stay 7 days, or even 1 day is enough for us. Not like Maharaj Parikshit, 7 days, I don't know. But one day, only hearing Krishna Katha without sleeping, without saying, oh, when this guy is finished with this, blah, 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 I want to take prasada now. I want to drink something. Yeah, because we are not on this level. But we can come to this level if we are working very hard and preach and have minimum a day in the morning Bhagavatam class and try our best to not sleep in this time or when we read. So therefore we should not too much sleep, not too less, not too much eat and not too less, and be in the good ashram. Everything must be perfect, and we must be sincere. We must have the real guru, Srila Prabhupada. He is now the Sampradaya Acharya, not only for the whole Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya now. There is no more Gaudiya Math or something else. Expansion of Gaudiya Math, the real, is now the real ISKCON, even not the fake ISKCON, but the real ISKCON, let's say. However you can understand it, but the real ISKCON, and Srila Prabhupada is the current link. So Prabhupada wants, as we distribute books, we open temple everywhere and farm communities. Let's do it. If we do it, and Prabhupada say, we have remember us. Prabhupada say, if you do it and work very hard, then someday we can see Krishna face to face. This means from this time we can chant on the highest platform. We can read Krishna Katha with full higher taste, ecstasy, but not now. If we do it now, we sleep. So therefore, let us work, because our body must be put in the fire of this Sankirtan movement, especially the senses. This means sadhana bhakti, vaidhi bhakti, because we have not the fire. The real bhakti is actually not vaidhi bhakti. Prabhupada said this is spontaneous, raganuga, spontaneous devotional service. That's the real bhakti. But at the same time, the vaidhi bhakti, it's also bhakti, but not the real bhakti, but also bhakti. Because the way and the goal is same in Bhakti Yoga only. Therefore, every time, every minute we use for Bhakti Yoga, it's never verloren. Never wasted. In Hatha Yoga and Jnana Yoga and every yoga system, if you don't get the goal, attain the goal, if you stop it before the goal, you have wasted your time only. But in Bhakti Yoga, not. Everything what you're doing is on your account. And in next life, but we want to hope that, as Prabhupada say, we can make this business, this job in one life. And we must work hard, really. If we want to be sure, not to be in fear. So many devotees, something I know yesterday when devotee was here, he must take so many tablets. He's always in fear to go to hell. And he chants so many rounds sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, and this is the why he can have so much fear to go to hell. If someone is really every day working very hard for Krishna, he can be sure there are no sin of hell. It's sure that he go back. There's no thinking about this anymore. So no, this means Vaikuntha, no more fear, because you are still in Vaikuntha. Everyone, Prabhupada has invited us to Krishna Loka and Vaikuntha. If we only follow his instruction as our soul and blood, then we are still in Vaikuntha. No more fear. No more. One fear is I must go to work, to some job, and get to pay my bills. I have existence fear. But if we have trust, like Prabhupada, without money, go to America and start something, and it is successful. So this is full trust and faith. So if we can only have some percent of this, and if we have it not much more, then if we see there is someone who have more, and then help him. Let's help him with preaching. And then later on, we can do also something more in our region. If we are not in our region, helping someone in other place maybe. And we cannot do it on our own, in our place. Okay, let's move to other place for some time, 1, 2 years, whatever. And then get some power more, and then open a center in our place. So we should open centers. We should print books. We should preach and should have a farm. So let us cooperate and have many Ichagoshtis, not only this meeting now. Now I hope. Also, I'm sorry that I broke this connection some years, many years before. It was many years, no? So with a nice Hungarian Prabhupadanuga devotees, this was also my mistake. This was not correct for me. So yeah, we were always fluttering here, this one to do. Now I know, okay, I want to do something in Germany, but always, but I'm also ready to help others. So we should be now in more contact, have some more association. So we go also maybe 2 times in a year, maybe, or 3 times also to Hungary, maybe more. If you want to open a center or whatever, we would go there for 1 month and maybe more longer even to help you. And if you can help here. Always doors open. You can help us maybe in the next week. And if there is some other help, what we can do, we can have always some Ishtagoshi and some meetings even. So we are ready. We drive to Portugal for hippie festival. We go to many countries. So we can come also to UK or to Bulgaria. Now he's one devotee from Bulgaria. Oh no, Romania. Romania. Even if there's some need help for Bulgaria, let's go to Bulgaria and help someone. Why not? We are now ready for everything. Really, I want to try my best to serve also the devotees, and I hope that Govinda would also stay the next years and help. Because it's so easy. They are coming and going because Maya is so strong.
Prahlad Chandra is saying, can you come to the US, please?
But now,
Yes, it's fine.
but now we have to do some, but we can also come, yeah. So to help someone, if we see there's some success, if someone is only speaking something and we cannot see something, then I would not go. If someone is alone or maybe only 2 devotees and have a farm now and maybe are not successful in preaching, then we would go really for 1 or 2 months even, stay here, or maybe 1 devotee take care of the congregation member, do the Sunday program maybe, and then we go, others there, to this place and start with book distribution there. And if that we can accumulate some devotees there, okay, then we go back. And then the other have some help, and then we can back immediately go to our place. That's I'm ready also to do for the future. But I want to see that someone is doing something. I'll say, okay, I do. But there must be, I must see, okay, there's some place and he's struggling alone. Okay, we come. There's one devotee, Vinik or something in Japan. He's in contact with me. He's completely alone.
Vinayak.
Vinayak. Yes, Vinayak. He is always in contact with me. We wanted to go there, but he's now in ISKCON center, but he's preaching there, and everyone know that he's a Ritvik actually. And even there's some guru from ISKCON, I think maybe Banu Maharaj. Mostly he say, yeah, you're right in so many things. And he say, unbelievable. But they hate him and he's fighting, but he gives so much donation that they cannot kick him out because then they can close the temple. So like this. So, and he needs also help, but I told him that you start something, he don't want, but if he started and needs help, we are ready even to go there, to distribute books there, and then if he can get some devotee there, maybe from this preaching, then we can go back or some. This is also one idea. What
we can consider.
Yeah. Yes. At minimum, and so therefore we can speak not only now here in this meeting. Outside this, we should have all contacts now as a big family member and help each other. Let's think about what to do. So I hope I could speak with my English something, and I feel always very fearful if I must speak in English completely alone. So because my English is really not so good. I hope, and there was some other devote. This was the question. There's some in the beginning. There was some.
Yeah, we'll have question now. It's okay.
This was.
No.
This was.
No, we'll ask.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we some devotee can ask something.
Tell them.
What?
Tell them they can ask them.
Okay. Yeah. sorry if there's some devotee who have a question or correct me or criticize me nicely, I hope. So then you can start.
I should switch it to me. Or can I do it myself?
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh, but,
Okay, now.
Okay.
You can
Hare
do it.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, fantastic. We have Prahlad Chandra Prabhu. There may be more. I can't see all the hands at one time, but right now we have Prahlad Chandra Prabhu, who I don't know directly, but I think he's based in America. Anyway, please, Prahlad Chandra Prabhu, you introduce yourself and also your little project or whatever, or big project that you're doing, and then make comment or ask question. We'll be super happy to hear from you.
You speaking or writing?
Well,
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank
you.
Prabhupada.
This meeting has given me very much enthusiasm for the future, and I feel like this meeting was very much needed because it touched upon very important points that are not too often talked about, especially how to cooperate and how to move forward, because we all know what we should do, but it's how to do it. Because in the past, I'll give you an example. So Srila Prabhupada with the Varnashram Dharma, he wanted farming communities, and there's been some that was started by Srila Prabhupada, but those were, taken over by corrupt leaders, and they went nowhere. So for those who are trying to follow Srila Prabhupada, it's pretty much been talk for the most part on Facebook.
Yeah.
And some devotees do have land, and I have visited many devotee farms and devotees who have land, but they're all older and they are not in the mood of cooperation. And even they set it up as more so retirement communities than, in terms than the simple living and high thinking and the preaching mood. So I have a 41-acre farm in America.
Right. Haribo.
Well, my friend Balaram, he's in India. Oh, right now he's in Dubai. He's doing business. He has the lease till next September. It's in my inheritance. So, ultimately he's looking to purchase it. My father owns it. So it's a great opportunity. My father only cares for my success, to see if I'm able to make something of it. So grow food and, it just makes something of the land, because it has a lot of potential. It's a very nice plot of land. It has a half-acre pond. It has a pretty big barn that was built around 2-3 years ago. It's all fenced in. It's a perfect square. It has like a little forest in between. It's in a very extremely isolated, conservative spot in America. And I've had this farm for about a year now. But you have to have a lot of Shakti, and you have to have Krishna's mercy to make any of this happen. Some of the limitations that we've been facing is capital and manpower. We do have a couple families moving in. Lucky and Kat, they're moving in from Gainesville, Alachua, and another family's moving at the end of September, Jesse Madison, and they have a baby boy. But it's going to take a lot more, because progress, want steady progress, but ultimately not looking for short-term solutions, looking for long-term solutions.
This is
And of course, if you want anything long-term solution, that always requires the Harinam Sankirtan spirit, because you can't just go on a farm and say, okay, I'm good, I got my plot of land, good luck to everyone else. That never works, that mentality. That's generally what devotees, their thinking generally is, I got mine, I got money, good luck with you. That's how the mood is at, say, for example, like New Vrindavan, among others like New Taliban, Gita Nagari, all these communities. It's pretty much, if you have money, you're secured. If you don't have money, good luck, screw you. So at this farm, I'm trying to follow the principles of spiritual communism and spiritual capitalism. So it's pretty much a very welcoming, open mood. Anyone who moves and creates something, it's, they get to reap the profits. So it would be like it would be free rent essentially, but whatever is produced, they keep 75% of it. And then the 25% goes back into the management of the farms and, expansion. So trying to build a community from scratch, it's a challenge for sure. And I must be honest, like I was there, I've been there for, sometime last year, and this year I was there for a month. In Florida is extremely hot. It's very, very, very hot. So I was having migraines and headaches, so I had to go up north to cooler climate. So in the summer it's tough. I mean, it's austere, it's livable, there's well water. It's just, you can't, it's not something to do alone. So I'm having well, I would like to expand the community in such a way that it becomes stronger, and that mood of cooperation. I mean, it has a lot of factors. I mean, you have to have like a program, it doesn't have to be the whole elaborate temple worship, just a simple morning program, and simple things. It requires just prasadam, for example, like a kitchen. That's one of the things that would get it to the next level. So for all the devotees in this group, I'm trying to put this farm in the sphere of, all the devotees, who are trying to follow Srila Prabhupada. And it has a lot of potential. I'm just wondering, what to do next. I mean, next month I'm going over to see Mathura Prabhu in Germany. And yeah, I really want to do.
You're coming.
I'm coming. I'm coming on. I'm coming on September 11th. So Krishna willing, nothing crazy happens from the Rakshasas. So essentially I have this farm, but I'm going to be away for some time. And Balaram, he's over in Dubai in India, and he's trying to do international business to get capital, to get the money, because it does need a lot of money, because devotees need their comfort. There needs to be cabins or yurts or teepees, and there needs to be like a kitchen. So things are looking nice. I would like to get your thoughts on it, and however ways I can serve you and everyone else in this group.
Prahlad Chandra Prabhu. I can share with you some information. Are you in contact with Nimai Pandit? Do you know of him? Gopal Farms?
Nimai Pandit in China?
No.
Correct?
Nimai Pandit in New York State.
I know Gurunga Sundar. I've been in contact with him. He's at the ISKCON Inc. ISKCON Inc. in Upper New York.
Yeah. Well,
my car is in the shop. Once the car is fixed, I'll be able to go.
yeah, absolutely go up there because Nimai Pandit is let's say an excellent brain and also fully fixed on Prabhupada. And I've known him for more than 15 years. And he also, like you, had a lot of work and service that he had to do and set up to get the money to finance buying land, getting free farms. They've got free farms now. And they're just about to have a festival, I think, next month, actually. And open up this farm community to the public where they have a Gurukul set up. And they are looking for teachers, they're looking for preachers, blah, blah. So I think if you can somehow contact directly Nimai Pandit, not because Sundar Gopal, he's sorry, not Sundar Gopal, Gauranga Sundar, he's based in India.
Yeah.
He's dealing with the Indian side and the communication side, but directly Nimai Pandit is there in America with exactly what you are trying to do. So if you see his model, I think you'll get loads of ideas.
The girl, one of the women who are moving to the farm, she just got certified as a preschool teacher. So she's planning to teach. So we have 2 Grihastha families moving in. It's just a matter of how to get more people. It's like, yeah. What do you put, the cart before the horse, or the horse before the cart? Our progress it can only go so far in terms of what we have going. Because again, like, I'll be honest, anyone moving to the farm in summer, it's very, very difficult. There is no AC. It takes kind of like someone who likes that, likes the heat, likes to sweat, not unbothered by it. Even mosquitoes at night. Yeah, just talking about it, I remember the heat.
For Krishna, yes,
Yeah, for Krishna. Oh,
Sounds like you need to go to India and get change.
And another thing is, I'm friends with the Grow Moringa Collective, the head. So we have opportunity for even a Moringa business. And, one of the businesses that would be very easy to start would be microgreens. That's something that can easily generate revenue with relatively small startup. Because there's cities nearby that are very, booming for business, like Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa. And good news as well is, I would say our biggest ally in terms of our community.
Chandra Prabhu, can I ask you something?
Yes.
You are alone on the farm or what? Or there's something?
I went with another devotee. He was planning to move to the farm. He was not such a fan of the geographical location of Florida. He's more of the mountains type. But yes, I was essentially alone.
You are more alone, let's say.
Yes. Okay. I was.
Maybe the best would be at first preaching that you get some devotees completely. We can help also some, but we cannot completely now move so long because we are also in the middle of growing here. But we can also help some. But you should all maybe focus at first to preach. You should put some books, and then you will get some more help. Permanently, then it's better. But we are also ready.
For sure. And another thing is, I do have a sprinter van here. Let me show you which any devotees who's here. Let me let me how do I any devotees, I'll offer this Sprinter van to anyone who comes and distributes. It's pretty big, you know. It's
Wow. You have everything ready. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
this could easily have like 3-4 devotees, perhaps maybe put like a platform up there. I mean, I was distributing books this summer, you know,
Very
in
good.
Dallas and Tampa and you know, Asheville. You know, I'm just trying to do my
Mathura
best.
saw the van, he's coming over now.
Yeah, it's if anyone distributes books, I'll just let them use it. You know, I won't charge or anything. You know, that's how much I want the books to go out. I even have, I want to say like 8 cases of books in Connecticut, and I want to say like 10 at the farm, which I'll just, if anyone distributes books, I'll just give them.
We're losing your connection.
You know, provided they distribute. I'm in the whole Western world, in my opinion, like North America. You know, Ryan Nitai, Bhakta Tanner, Carlos, Babaru. Like these people like distribute, they all of them together probably distributed over 1 million of the original books. You know,
Wow.
I was trained up by Ryan Nitai. So like initially I would do books in Denver when I first joined, but I was so awkward, and I learned the ISKCON way, which is very weird and awkward. You know, you don't get good results so much. It was only when I went with Ryan Nitai and Tanner that I was like, wow, this is how you distribute books, like in real life. You know, because the whole objective is, it doesn't matter what you say, it just matters if you get them the book and you get the Lakshmi. You know, of course, you know, it's the results is not up to you.
Prabhuji, we seem to be
strive for
losing
the best
your
results,
internet connection.
and you lead that up to Krishna.
Prahlad Chandra Prabhu.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
Is it good?
internet connection is not so good. But anyway, let's talk privately actually after this.
okay.
Me, you, Mathura Prabhu. We can have a private Zoom talk and then get a much better talk. But where is your farm actually located? Did you say?
It's in Darlington, Florida.
Florida.
It's
Okay.
it's in Tallahassee in Pensacola. It's about 3.5 hours away from Alachua.
Okay.
There's a lot of Prabhupada disciples in Alachua.
Yeah.
Rupa Prabhu is there. He's Prabhupada's first Grihasta disciple. I'm friends with him. He wrote a pamphlet defending Srila Prabhupada's original books, which is very nice. And Vaishnavananda Prabhu, he's there, and he's working on the original Spanish Bhagavad Gita translation. So he's trying to do what Prabhu is doing, but for the Spanish Gita.
Right.
He's halfway done with the Spanish Gita.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
It's so nice that actually people around the world who watch this video, the Prabhupadanuga, will know that there is a farm in Florida, and hopefully we'll get the message out even more and get to know each other even more. So people can take up this great opportunity to come over. Because like Mathura Pati Prabhu said, there are lots of single devotees all over the place, and they're looking for engagement. They're looking for opportunity. They need association. So definitely your farm could be one option for them.
Yes.
it's an option. It just I'm very liberal. I don't expect I don't expect really anything of anyone so long as they're just sincere, they're nice, they do their best, you know, because it's very austere, you know. I'm not expecting you must do this, you must do that. Just you're nice, you want to practice Krishna consciousness, do your best, and it's all good.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Waiting to
Ki jai.
Hi.
Okay, are there any other questions or comments from the devotees here? Yeah.
was someone in the beginning. I
Is
got
there
him.
any comments or questions from the congregation?
Yeah, you can also
Ronald
criticize.
Singh Prabhu, are you there?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Can you let
Jai.
him speak? Ronald, please.
Yes, but
Let us-
you need to mute your mic if
Yeah,
we
okay.
speak.
Who is this?
Go ahead. This is okay. I'll let you introduce yourself. Ronald Prabhu, please tell us about you.
Well, I'm trying to understand this Krishna consciousness, and Prabhupada has given the whole recipe for a management, for the science of Godhead. So the whole package is there. But there needs to be some guidance for people who are coming, like Mathura Party Prabhu has set up there. It's a ideal situation for people who want to get trained up. So I see this as a wonderful opportunity for people to plug in there. Yes, to plug in there and then learn this. People need to be screened also, see if they can actually manage this. And Mathura Party has been doing it for some time, so it's a great start for neophytes to go there to learn and then get trained up. So very appreciative of your efforts, and many things you have said makes very practical sense, because some of the things I tried here with the local ISKCON devotees, so I resonate with their ideas and understanding. I'm very happy to see that you're speaking like that. It's very inspiring also. You can ask me questions, so it doesn't I mean, that's what I want to say about the program. So we're having a program here. Yashodanandana Prabhu, he was a Gurukul, he was a sannyasi at one time. They preached all over India with Guru Kripa and Chutanandana, and he protested the appointment of gurus and acharyas in 1978 with Pradumna Prabhu. So he has a lot of experience, understanding, realization about the whole mess that was created. But there hasn't been nothing has been done practically on the ground level. So we're trying to at least get the ball rolling. We have Vishwakarma Prabhu in Canada. He's also he was one of the temple presidents, and he also helped Srila Prabhupada, assisted him getting the Toronto temple. He also has a lot of experience. We have Rathayatra Prabhu there in India. We have who else is the Janaspriya in Hawaii. These are all Prabhupada disciples, from the 70s. Balaram in Australia. So I'm trying to do something locally here. We want to organize and then have programs, invite new people, maybe even start a center temple, with collaboration with the different devotees, specifically Shodanandana Prabhu, Vishwakarma. And then we also have a Vyasa Puja book that we're encouraging devotees to share their realization and appreciation for Srila Prabhupada's transcendental contribution. And maybe the devotees can also talk about their realization and what they want to achieve, and how they have realized the importance of Srila Prabhupada's Vani incarnation, as well as the process of chanting and distribution of prasadam. Then loving exchanges between devotees. It's very hard for the senior devotees to get along. I've dealt with many controversial figures. Narayan was one, Rupanuga also, Ishan Prabhu's there, Guru Kripa. So each devotee has a slightly different understanding, and it's a personal thing. They've participated in different aspects of building the movement, and then being sidelined, or whatever, they left, and then they realized, oh, I'm getting old now. I have to dedicate all my energy now to make sure Prabhupada's legacy is not destroyed. And so these are some things that I've been working on. My dealing with devotees have been dealing with them 1970s, older devotees. All my devotee friends are more than 65 years old. They're in their mid 70s. So just kind of navigating through that, and encouraging them, and them inspiring me to do something practical. So that's what's going on here in Sacramento.
Jai.
Jai.
Haribo.
Sacramento.
Prabhuji, can you tell us about the date of? I think you have a festival similar to what we just set up
Yeah.
coming up in next. Can you just tell us briefly the date?
Yeah, it's on Mayapur calendar time. It's on the 7th and 8th. 7th and 8th, Mayapur calendar.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a festival here at my house. Shodanandana Prabhu's gonna come down from Twinehart, and then
That's September, right? 7 and 8 of September.
yes.
Okay.
In the middle of Janmashtami.
Yeah.
Janmashtami.
You're having a
Yeah.
Janmashtami celebration?
Yeah, Janmashtami festival and Vyasa Puja festival.
And Vyasa Puja, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic, sounds great. If I was in America, I'd have to know of it. Yeah, so it's going to be, you're going to hopefully be able to set it up and broadcast live, and we can associate.
Yeah.
Online.
Yes, well, like that. So we want to encourage devotees there to submit a Vyasa Puja offering. You can send it to me, or Vishwakarma, or Shodanandana Prabhu, and we'll get it in the book.
Right. There you go. Everybody's invited to write a Vyasa Puja offering.
Yes.
What we are offering to here to Prabhupada, we can also send a copy.
Yes.
Yeah,
That'll be great.
Mathura Pati will send their writing already.
Jai. And I see you guys have a nice list of speakers. Ishan Prabhu is a very good. He's a very, he's been practicing solitarily. He has a unique understanding. We have Mahatma Prabhu there. We have Vishwakarma, Shodanandana Prabhu. So it's a good opportunity for devotees to ask questions. And Mathura Pati Prabhu he's already doing that locally. So I think you guys have the whole package there. So it's very amazing to hear.
Jai. Ronald Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai. What is his
Jai,
name?
Prabhupada.
Ronald Singh.
I have it on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was always wondering who is this Ronald Singh.
There were many interviews with senior devotees. Okay, does anybody else have any other comment, anything they'd like to share, or a question to Mathura Pati Prabhu?
I do.
Go ahead, please.
So how is the preaching going in Germany right now? How's the books going out in Germany right now? Are the people taking a lot of books?
Yeah, that's difficult. But some or other it is going on. So we went now to Portugal also, to the hippie festival, this boom festival. And we distributed approx 800 books in 6 days, I think. So, in 6 days, Prabhupada's mostly English books. Yeah, we took it from UK, from here and there. We purchased, and then we went there. And also we distributed smoothies, prasadam, fruit smoothies. Yeah. So And it was very successful. And then from this place, we went to Hungary, to the Ozora festival. This is also like a big hippie festival. They come even from Australia to this place. Thousands of 30, 40, 50,000 people come. So this was not so successful because problem with the security there. But okay, no problem. And then from this place, we went to Germany, some electronic festival, and also distributed. So in 1.25 time, approx 100 books in the rain even. So now we go after this Prabhupadanuga festival, we go to some next, one of the biggest German hippie festivals. The name is Indian Spirit, even Indian Spirit. So now this is a new generation. I started to, I have the idea that I purchased now a tent for 600 euros or something big. In this tent, even more than 20 can sit and more than 40 can stay. And this is now for the festival. We take it with a trailer, even we go. And then we have altar. I take my small Gonantai deities, maybe even the Shalagram Shila, I take there. And then we do morning program and evening program. And between we have full preaching, book distribution. And if we can invite someone, he can come to our camping place. And then he can join our Gorati in the evening or in the morning, Samsara, Manglarati, something like that. We try now how this can be, what can be happen. Huh? And also some smoothies and maybe some prasadam. Let's see. So that's a new style now we want to try. So, and somehow that is going on. So somehow that is going, can be better. And be more books, but we are happy that we can do something. Eh? So let's see.
That's amazing. Really enlivening. Thank you so much for your service, Prabhu. All your services, Prabhus.
Thank you that you help us also always. And you come here and also with the books for us. Thank you.
It's all your mercy, Prabhu. It's all Prabhupada's mercy.
Yeah, Prabhupada actually is a ongoing motor. Ongoing motor. The petrol, the full station. Petrol station for everyone. Never empty. So we can get all this petrol from Prabhupada by following his instruction. Then success is coming automatically.
Yeah, as Srila Prabhupada said, and as you said as well, all you have to do is rigidly follow the rules and regulations. If you follow Krishna, that's where the power comes from. If you don't follow Krishna, then you're disconnected from the power.
Yes.
So
no petrol, no food.
It's that simple. And if we witness in today's society, it's just like how you said it. If you're a real devotee, you're able to make devotees. If you're a bogus devotee, then you can't make even one devotee. So Srila Prabhupada said it's, the aim of life is not to just go to the forest and just chant Hare Krishna alone, thinking that you are somehow advanced. The aim of life is to develop Krishna prema. And if you have Krishna prema, then you see everyone as parts and parcels, and you see it as your duty to spread the holy names. And there's no higher task than that. That's ultimately the highest goal of life. But very, very few devotees can actually tangibly realize that. And then even those who even realize that, to act and practice it is a whole nother thing. So it's constantly it's the path to perfection.
It has not an end. There's no end. Never.
Yeah.
No end. It's Krishna can send us to heaven. He can send us to hell. It's all good. Just chant Hare Krishna.
Yeah, and this
I
is
think we're
really
in
the topic that we come to of this festival, where it's, you know, the unity of devotees coming together, the sadhu sangha is what actually makes us stronger. And it's like when we come together, we become like a wave, and it becomes actually quite easy to follow and serve so enthusiastically every day. Wake up, Mangalari, chant 16 rounds. Everywhere, in every time I experience, as soon as somebody is alone, they struggle, and most of the time gradually dwindle down and give up. So really, it's again, and this is what Srila Prabhupada created for us. He created the temple and the society for us to come together and ride the waves of each other. And that riding of the waves just makes everything so easy and makes us stronger, protects us from Maya. So again, we're coming back to cooperation and working together. So yeah, this is really the central message.
You guys are the sadhus, demon. So somehow I'm able to infiltrate.
Allah Chandra Prabhu, so are you and so are your parents.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, I think we'll end it now. It's been going on
There's
for
also
3 hours, right?
Bliss was also there. No?
I think so. I mean, on the TV, we only see.
But they want to say something or not?
Oh, we'd love to.
You can see.
Anybody out there? Would anybody like to say anything? We've got, I think it's Mathura Prabhu or the devotees from London, from
the last one, and then
Bliss. The Bhaktivedanta living in sound society. We've got Madhusudan Prabhu, if he's still there. We've got Sri Radha. Hare Krishna. I think there's no one there.
Okay.
It just looks like, I don't know.
If we can have, by the way, if we can have a meeting, maybe
They're there.
with like
They
once every.
Oh, they're here. They're here. So who is that's there? We've just got the name of Bliss Boy. Would you like to say something at this stage? Mathura Prabhu? Or is that Purajit Prabhu? I can read your message.
Haribo.
There's a message, huh? It was a nice talk. We will see you soon on the 21st. Okay. Yeah. Yes, we're looking forward to your coming. So there's 2 or 3 devotees from the Bhaktivedanta Living in Sound Society, which is the abbreviation form as Bliss. They're coming over from the UK on the 21st. And there are 6 devotees coming tomorrow?
I think so.
Yeah,
5,
about
6.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 more devotees are coming here tomorrow. So we'll be more compacted together in the association with Prabhupada. Please let us have a meeting like this again. Of course.
Yes.
This is the start.
Yes.
I've come from Turkey. Gregory Prabhu from the UK. We have 2 people from Hungary, 1 from Romania, and we have transcendental spiritual angels here, 3 of them from Germany.
It's the real transcendental multiculturalism.
4 actually, there's Robin also. So yeah, what we hope is absolutely what you say, Prahlad Chandra Prabhu. This is the beginning, and once people get a taste of this association, hopefully, as a byproduct, we'll get rid of the fighting, get rid of the fault finding, and even more importantly, start gel together to do more for Prabhupada, which automatically means more for us.
Yes, actually, yes. Yeah, this is real egoism.
Let's get egotistic about something.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think with that we can close it. Huh?
Haribol, Hare Krishna.
See you all. When is the next class? 5 o'clock. Huh? 5 o'clock. So the next class is at 5 p.m. German time with Mahatma Prabhu. And he's got a wonderful message also, a very old Prabhupada disciple. He got a very nice message also about unity and cooperation. So don't miss that. See you at 5 p.m. German time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.